everyone, I am Vinayak Joshi. I will be teaching you Advanced Financial Management of your MCOM Part 2. Okay, so first thing, sir, from where to study? Okay, search on Google for ideal study material. In that, in the Google search, you will find for MCOM. Okay, ours is MCOM Part 2. In that, you have this book, Advanced Financial Management. Okay, you can download it, which I have already done. Okay, so this happens to be one of your three core related subject to the finance, advanced financial management. So this is your content or syllabus, nature and scope of financial management, time value of money, ratio analysis part 1, part 2, cost of capital, capital structure decisions, leverages, types of financing, investment decision 1, 2, 3, management of working capital 1, 2, inventory management, cash management, and management of receivables. Okay, so overall you have 16 topics to go for in this subject. Okay, we are going to start first with your introduction to financial management, nature and scope of financial management. Okay, so what do you, or before starting any topic, first question that you should ask is why are we studying this thing? Okay, so learning objectives. So why are we studying this chapter? The present chapter attempts to provide familiarization with financial objectives and goals of a firm, develop conceptual framework of financial management, focus on nature and scope of financial management, explain the role of finance function, and discuss the role of the finance manager. With this learning objectives, we are starting this chapter. Okay, the term finance. I think everyone is familiar with this term, finance. It is considered as lifeblood of any organization. Okay, the soul of any organization. So, we are trying to understand the meaning of the term finance and financial management. Financial management means money management. Okay, this happens to be a traditional form of definition. Okay, financial management has gone beyond the monetary aspect. It covers monetary as well as non-monetary concepts. The work of financial management is related to raising of the funds and its effective utilization. Okay, different authors have given different definitions which you can go through in this book. Okay, scope of financial management. Now, where will this financial management or how much it will be used in the business? So basically, there are two approaches for understanding the scope of financial management. One is the traditional approach and one is the modern approach. The traditional approach says that the function of financial management is restricted to arrangement of funds through financial institutions or raising of funds through financial markets, okay, or financial institutions, and finally legal and accounting aspects involved for raising finance of the firm. They were termed as previously the main functions of the financial management. Okay, as and when the time changed, there was a lot of change in the aspects or in the what we can say the scope of the financial management. The modern approach says that it is not restricted only with the two things, that is the raising of funds and its effective utilization. Okay, the traditional approach focused too much on sources of funds and was never concerned about its effective utilization, where the modern approach pays more attention or more focus. Okay, it says that modern approach aims at formulating rational policies for optimal use and procurement and allocation of funds. Previously funds अरेंज करना इतने तक ही रहता था। यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या सोच रहे हैं कि फंड्स अरेंज तो कर ही रहे हैं, साथ में उसको यूटिलाइज कैसे करना है, किस तरीके से वहां पे मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट हम लोगों को प्रोवाइड करना है। ठीक है, सो दिस वेर द टर्म्स। So, सारे functions, okay, all the functions have been focusing towards the wealth maximization. हम लोग थोड़ी देर में समझेंगे what is wealth maximization. But there are three goals. Investment decisions. What do you mean by the term investment decision? Okay, so these investment decisions, they focus on where will my funds utilized. Okay, where to use the funds. ठीक है, where to use the funds means sir, if I am having few projects and I have some money, which project should I select? Where can my funds get better returns? All these things were considered in this investment decisions. Okay, second is the finance decision. Okay, the financing decisions. Sir, what are these financing decisions? Okay, financing decisions. So financing decisions are concerned more with how will you raise the finance. Finance मतलब business के अंदर पैसा कैसे लेके आने वाले हो. Okay, it might be monetary, it might be non-monetary. Both aspects are covered. However, mainly the financing decision is concerned with how are you going to utilize your funds or how are you going to use the funds. Sir, sorry, not use the fund, raise the funds. मुझे एज अ कंपनी अगर फंड्स का रिक्वायरमेंट है, आई हैव मेनी ऑप्शंस। आई कैन गो विद इश्यू ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर, आई कैन गो विद issue of preference shares, I can go with issue of debentures, I can go with a bank loan। ठीक है, इस तरीके से पैसा आ सकता है। वन मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग सर, तुम लोग अपना सालों का बनाया हुआ प्रॉफिट्स, रिटेन्ड अर्निंग्स वो भी यूज कर सकते हो। सो क्वेश्चन इज कि कौन सा पैसा कभी यूज करना है या फिर हाउ विल यू अरेंज फॉर दिस फाइनेंस। ठीक है, तो इफ द प्रोजेक्ट इज लॉन्ग टर्म, so it is definitely important that you use funds which are long term in nature। Okay, if you are having good reputation, you are earning very well in the markets, okay, so it is better to go with debentures because it will have a fixed payment which might be very less as compared to what you are supposed to pay to your shareholders। सर ऐसा सब चीज़ें जो सोचते हैं वो सब चीज़ें फाइनेंसिंग डिसीजन में कवर होती है। एंड थर्ड वन इज द डिविडेंड डिसीजंस। ओके सर, डिविडेंड डिसीजंस मतलब क्या? डिविडेंड डिसीजंस मतलब सर हम लोगों के लिए, कंपनीज के लिए, कंपनीज के लिए जो फंड्स रेज करते हैं दे आर द शेयर होल्डर्स। सर ये जो शेयर होल्डर्स है, ठीक है, इन लोगों को डिविडेंड पे करना पड़ता है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रिटर्न्स ऑन देयर इन्वेस्टमेंट्स। सर वी हैव टू मेंटेन अ बैलेंस बिटवीन द पेमेंट ऑफ डिविडेंड एंड utilization of funds. For example, if company has huge amount of profit, yes, it can pay higher dividend. But what if the funds are required in a very short span of time? Like इस साल कंपनी ने बहुत अच्छा प्रॉफिट किया है लेकिन अगले साल एक बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट लेना है, सो कंपनी विल डिसाइड टू गो विद अ बिट स्ट्रिक्टर डिविडेंड पॉलिसी, ज्यादा डिविडेंड नहीं देगी। इफ कंपनी इज ऑफ द ओपिनियन दैट वी हैव गुड अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स, ओके, हम लोगों को नियर में कुछ ऐसा भी नहीं है कि बड़ा कोई प्रोजेक्ट आ रहा है, वी कैन गो विद लिबरल डिविडेंड पॉलिसी एंड वी कैन गिव हायर रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड। सर दिस आर द थ्री मेजर डिविजन सॉरी डिसीजंस व्हिच आर कंसिडर्ड इन द मॉडर्न अप्रोच। Now let us understand the importance of financial management in business. Okay, now understand one thing, sir, whether it is a profit making organization or non-profit making organization, financial management is equally important to everyone. It is nowhere said that a non-profit organization should not apply the financial management techniques. Why? Because, sir, end of the day, money is important to everyone. So whether you are a profit-making organization or a non-profit making organization, it is very much important to use the financial management tools. Okay, so applicability. So the principle of finance is applicable everywhere. So yes, it is applied in every aspect of the business. Okay, chances of failure. A firm having the latest technology, sophisticated machinery, high caliber marketing, and technical experts, etc., they may also fail. Why? Because they fail to plan. Okay, sir, it is very well said that failing to plan is planning to fail. So financial management has to be planned by everyone, and due to which there can be avoiding our avoidance in the chances of failure. Okay, return on investments. Anybody who is investing their money in your company, that is shareholders, they expect certain returns. So you have to think even from their point of view, and therefore financial management is necessary. Okay, now who is going to manage these funds? The answer is finance manager. Okay, so what is to be done, or what should be a quality of a finance manager? So financial managers must have some qualities, like he should have a good personality. Okay, now over here the personality is not much to do with the height, body, and other thing. It is more about a personality as a finance manager. That is his ability to understand the financial things, okay, and to make quick and reliable decisions. Okay, it involves a lot of analytical work, analysis. That is what the financial manager has to do mainly. Okay, a financial manager should be a person who takes initiative of performance of work. Okay, a finance manager should have vast funds of power and imagination to his credit. So basically, he should be in a position, or he should have a vision to think beyond what other are thinking. Okay, he must have a self-confidence. Financial manager, sorry, should be honest. He must have an administrative skill to administer the finance function. He must be self-disciplined. A financial manager should have patience. Okay, so these are few of the functions of the financial manager. Okay, now financial controller. Okay, so important functions of financial controller. That is the one who is actually going to manage the entire finance. So the important functions of the financial controller in large business consists of provision of capital. Okay, how the funds will be raised? That is the question. Investor relation. Sir, investors are basically those person who are going to invest in your business, like not only the shareholders, but there might be some high net worth individuals. Okay. If they are providing funds in your business, so we have to maintain good relationship with such parties. Then short term, long term, both things are covered in the financing. So short-term financing to maintain adequate source for companies' current borrowings from commercial banks and other lending institutions, banking and custody, maintain a good relationship with them. Okay, credit and collections, insurance, all these things are part of the financial control. Planning for control, reporting and interpreting, evaluation and consulting, investments, all these are the functions of the financial control. Okay, you can just go through it. They're quite self-explanatory. Now, coming to the goals or objectives of financial management. So, there are two main objectives of financial management. First is profit maximization. And the second one is wealth maximization. Okay, what do you mean by the term profit maximization? Sir, the profit maximization is an attempt to maximize your profits. That is, whatever means you can take or you can follow, please do that, but you should give a company maximum amount of profits. Now, this sounds good, but at the same time, it is tricky in nature. For the purpose of maximization of profit, there can be use of unfair means. There can be use of illegal means. Okay, so profit maximization as a concept was followed, but it had lots of drawbacks. Due to which another concept came into the picture, which was the wealth maximization. Now, question is, what do you mean by the term wealth? Okay, so wealth maximization is maximizing the value of the shareholders. Maximization of the value of the shareholders मतलब sir shares का value maximize करना. Whenever the value of the share increases, the shareholder is going to get the ultimate benefit. Even if the profit increases, the shareholder might not get that much benefit. But if the value of the share increases, the shareholders can get the ultimate benefit. So that is why wealth maximization replaced the concept of the profit maximization. Okay, so profit maximization is making profit is a commercial imperative, and profit is necessary for any business, for its growth, for its survival, anything. Okay, so the focus was previously on the profit maximization, but as and when there was change in the understanding, there was a change in the objective. So following were the reasons what which were the or following are the reasons why profit maximization was not considered as the main objective. Fine. So it ignores the risk. We have learned that higher the risk, higher the return. So for earning higher profits, you are going to take higher risk. So you are failing over there because higher risk need not necessarily promise you the higher returns. But yes, it can take you to the higher losses. Second is the objective of profit maximization assumes the existence of perfect market conditions in which various resources are efficiently managed, which is not practically possible. Fine. The third point, it ignores the time value of money. What is time value of money? We will study at a later stage. Profit maximization as an objective is considered to be vague and ambiguous. Okay, what does that mean, sir? It means that profit maximization, when we look it at as an objective, what is profit is different for different person. For some person, profit means entirely from your business. Okay, for some person it is कैसे भी आता है चलेगा. So operating for some person, for non-operating for some other person. Okay, some people consider that cash profits देखो, ignore depreciation and other non-cash items. Some person say नहीं नहीं, cash नहीं, normal profits. For some person it is net profit before tax. A person is of the opinion देखो हम लोग को अलग अलग टैक्स रेट एप्लीकेबल हो सकता है. सो टेक बिफोर सिनेरियो. कुछ लोग बोलते हैं नहीं उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, वी शुड टेक आफ्टर टैक्स. सो सर there is a lot of ambiguity on what do you mean by the term profit and what is to be interpreted as profit. Okay, so that is why there is a problem over here. So it is considered to be vague and ambiguous. It is subjective basically. Profit maximization as an objective ignores other important aspect of financing. Okay. Then the objective of profit maximization focus on the interest of the owners alone. The perception of the management are regarded profit maximization substantially differ from the perception of the shareholders. Because if the company is earning more profit, the management might be happy. Shareholders will be happy only when there is a increase in the value of the shares of the holders or of the company. Okay, so there is a difference in the perception. So that led to the rise of wealth maximization as a major objective of financial management. So, what is wealth maximization? Okay, wealth maximization, as I said, it is the value increase in the value of the shares of the shareholders. Sir, which can be happen with the help of higher earnings. ओके सर किसी कंपनी का शेयर का प्राइस कैसे बढ़ेगा व्हेन अ कंपनी इज परफॉर्मिंग वेल एंड पीपल हैव ट्रस्ट इन दैट कंपनी तो दिस लीड्स टू इंक्रीज इन द वैल्यू ऑफ द शेयर्स सर जब मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि अर्निंग्स बढ़ना मांगता है तो ऑटोमेटिकली प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन हैज बीन टेकन केयर बाय द वेल्थ मैक्सिमाइजेशन ओके So this is the concept of the wealth maximization. So why people are following the wealth maximization? Because it is very much effective and meaningful criterion because shareholders are happy over here. Even the management is happy over here. Okay, so both are having a common view. The objective of wealth maximization is consistent with the objective of maximization of shareholders' economic welfare. The objective is also consistent with objective of perpetual survival of the company profits. Okay, it is more logical and reasonable. Sorry, it includes the motive of profit maximization as it emphasizes on maximization of long-term profitability and ensures maximum return on owner's investment. The objective allows timing for profits and also consider the timing of prospective benefits. So these are the reasons, or these are few of the reasons in the favor of wealth maximization. However, there are people to criticize this also. So the drawbacks of the goal of wealth maximization. Look, when you say that wealth maximization, end of the day, there are chances that you are compromising with the profit maximization. सर ऐसा कैसे ओके सो व्हेन आई से दैट कंपनी का शेयर प्राइस बढ़ना चाहिए ओके सो yes company is earning well but at the same time company is involved in lot of CSR activities which is giving a higher belief of the people in that company now involving in a lot of CSR activities okay that leads to utilization of profits for CSR activities eventually hamara profit maximization goal is getting affected now this happens to be a drawback okay the basic assumption that there is efficient capital market wherein market price of share is truly reflected this is also a vague assumption okay so market price is influenced by various economic and political factors which are difficult to judge and the various parties having stake in the company have conflicting interests therefore it is difficult to reconcile their views so these are few of the reasons so that was your unit number 1 thank you everyone for